Welcome to the new Azure Synapse Essentials video series. My name is Saveen Reddy, and I am a Group Product Manager in Azure Engineering. Azure Synapse unifies data integration, big data, and enterprise data warehousing into a single service for end-to-end analytics. In this video, I'll show you how to use T-SQL to explore and analyze data in Azure Synapse. Every Synapse workspace has a serverless SQL pool called built-in. This pool allows for quick exploration of data stored in a data lake based on a pay-per-query pricing model. You can also create dedicated SQL pools in your workspaces to run high-performance analytics against data stored in tables with traditional columnar storage. With dedicated SQL pools, you pay for the capacity you reserve and the storage you use. These two kinds of pools provide you the flexibility to choose the option that fits your workload and budget. Now, I'll show you how to use both kinds of SQL pools, serverless and dedicated. To start, I will use a serverless SQL pool to explore and transform data in a data lake. I can directly query external files stored in Azure Storage without copying or loading data into a specialized store using familiar T-SQL. Serverless means there is no infrastructure to manage or upfront cost to begin using the service. This kind of pool follows a pay-per-query model, which only charges for the data processed by the query. I'll start by importing some sample data using the Knowledge Center and explore that data with T-SQL. In Synapse Studio, I'll go to the Data Hub, where I can browse the gallery of samples. Now in the Gallery page, I see a variety of datasets. I'll pick the sample called Bing COVID-19 data. I see a preview of the data, and as I select it, it creates a link between my workspace and the Azure Storage account that holds the data. And then I can see in the Data Hub that the COVID data appears. Now I'll run a select top 100 rows query on that dataset. This generates a new T-SQL script that reads the top 100 rows of the Parquet file that contains the COVID data. This query uses the open row set function to directly read the Parquet file without having to create an external table or even having to specify the schema. The script is already configured to use the serverless pool called built-in. Now I just have to click Run to see the results. That is how quickly I can explore and query data contained within files in Azure Storage. Now, I'll do some basic transformations on the data. I'll calculate the average number of new daily confirmed cases by region. I'll edit the script to do this aggregation. And now I run the modified script, and I can see the results. The serverless SQL pool supports the whole range of group by options, giving the ability to aggregate data stored in external files into a summary set of rows. With serverless SQL pools, I can do quick data exploration of data lakes with flexible pay-per-query pricing. Now, let's move on to dedicated SQL pools. I use dedicated SQL pools when I want to have predictable performance and cost and reserve processing power for data stored in SQL tables that are optimized for analytics. Because I control the capacity of the dedicated SQL pool, I can directly control the costs by scaling the pool up or down, or by simply pausing the pool when I don't need it. I'll first go to the Manage Hub where I can view and manage the SQL pools. Now I'll create a new dedicated SQL pool and give it a name, such as Dedicated SQL, and enter a desired performance level to control its size. Now, I'll query the Bing COVID-19 data in Azure Storage again, but this time we'll use an external table. Back in the Data Hub, I find the dataset and I choose Create an External Table. I select the dedicated pool that I just created. Then I give a name for the external table. I'll use Bing COVID data. Now, a SQL script is automatically generated. I run the script, which will create the new external table, and automatically do a select top 100 on it. I've shown you how to use both serverless and dedicated SQL pools to analyze the same data in Azure Storage. The ability to use dedicated and serverless SQL pools within a single Synapse workspace empowers you to choose the most cost-effective option for each of your analytics workloads. And as you can see, Synapse Studio ties it all together, making it simple to do everything you need in one place. We encourage you to explore the other Synapse Essentials videos, and we look forward to seeing you kickstart your Azure Synapse journey.